Every time we win a game, we get £50 million starting with this first match against Everton. Can we win it? No, we draw it, which is still 25 million for us. But wait a minute. Do you need some cheap coins for the new FC 26? Well, look no further, because here at Top Up Live, you can get cheap and reliable coins for the new game. And if you use my discount code FARDEN, then you get 12% off on top of that. Link is in the description. But that's how it'll work. Every time we win a game, we get $50 million. A draw gets us 25 million, and a loss gets us nothing. And we need to upgrade this Leeds United team so that they win the Premier League by the end of Season 2. Last time we did it with 40 million and got second, so that was annoying. This time, we need to do better with 50 million per win. We have to complete the challenge, or else I'm actually the worst manager of all time. But we have 3 more matches until the first transfer window closes, so let's see if we can make some more money this month, starting with Arsenal. And we lost it, but only barely, so that actually hurts. Surely we beat Wimbledon, though. And yes, we do indeed beat them. So that's 50 million to our bank on top of our 25. Can we end the month on a win or a draw at the very least? No, we lose it against Newcastle, but we still get 75 million for the first month, and I will be using all of that on a big goalkeeper signing, Alisson Becker from Liverpool, because good goalkeepers are important, remember. But we're now at September, which looks to have some easy matches, so we should be able to make some money here. And first match is a draw against Fulham, which is still 25 million. We then do actually defeat Wolves, which is really good, and then even Coventry City, so that's yet another 50 million. And we end the month on yet another win. So we've managed to make 175 million in September, and we're currently sitting on 10th, which is pretty decent. October doesn't look too difficult either. We do start with Tottenham, which will probably be tough. And as expected, we do lose. But surely we go back to winning against Burnley? No, it's only a draw. But that's still better than nothing. We actually lose to West Ham right after. But then end the month on a win against Ipswich Town. So not the best of months, but it was still decent. But it looks tougher and tougher from November. We start off against Brighton, and we start off with a loss. That's not good. We do, however, actually win over Nottingham Forest. So that's another 50 million for us. And then we draw with Aston Villa, which I'll definitely take. But last match of the month is against Manchester City, and I don't believe it. How have we just beaten Manchester City? I'm actually speechless, but we've now reached my nightmare, December. Let's see how hard we'll get hit. Oh my god, we start off with a win against Chelsea. Am I dreaming or what? Okay bro, what the hell is this? We've even defeated Liverpool. Bro, how the hell are we doing this? This is insane. Can we continue this streak against Brentford now? No, we somehow lose to Brentford after beating Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. That's so weird. But we now face Liverpool again, but this time in the Carabao Cup. And no way it was actually so close, but this time we lost on penalties. And now we get absolutely destroyed, humbled, and embarrassed by Crystal Palace. We drew with Sunderland, which is alright. But in the last match of the month, we lost to Liverpool. But we still did really well this month. A little better than I expected. We've now reached January, though, and we are currently sitting on 13th. So we actually somehow went down a little. But we do have 500 million to spend on this team to make it better. And we need some better center backs and a better striker. But before we buy anyone, let's see if we can make some money against Manchester United. No, we actually lose it. But first player I've decided to buy for the team is a center back, Gabriel from Arsenal. Let's hope he can actually help us stop losing all these damn matches. He's joining for 120 million, which is still expensive. I've then also signed William Saliba for 140 million, so even more expensive. And then even more expensive is Vinicius Jr. for the left wing. He's joining us for 170 million. So we still have 70 million left, but let's wait with spending and see if we make some more money this month, starting with Newcastle United. And we do actually draw, so that's another 25 million in our bank. We then also beat Leyton Orient, so another 50 million. But then we lose to Fulham. We do beat Everton, so we go up to 195 million now. And last match of the month is up against Arsenal. And no way we've actually won. So we end the month on $245 million to improve this team even more. I think I'll wait with a striker, so I'll just get a midfielder and maybe a right back. So for the midfield, I'll be going with Rodri for $110 million, which then leaves us with $125 million, which I can use on Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm really proud of the team we've already built, but we still have the summer transfer window of next season, and also even the winter transfer window to build our team even more. But for now, let's make some more money for Season 2, starting with Nottingham Forest. Never mind, actually, we start off by losing. We then do beat Chelsea, so we get 50 million again. We destroy Harrogate Town and even defeat Aston Villa. So that's already 150 million made back in February alone. Let's see how much more we can make in March then. First match is against Manchester City, and this time we actually lose to them. We do defeat Sunderland and even Manchester United in the FA Cup. We can only draw with Crystal Palace though, but then we do end the month on a win against Brentford. This is actually going really good for us. Let's see if we can keep it up here in April. We start off with Sheffield United, which we should definitely be able to win, and we do win it. We actually can't beat Manchester United though, and then we only draw with Wolves. But then we defeat Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-finals. Now for the final month of the season. And there are a lot of matches, so let's just prepare for that. First is Burnley, and we start off with a win. We actually can't win over Tottenham though, but we do defeat Bournemouth. So we're now at 550 million, and we're facing Arsenal in the FA Cup final. Can we actually win it? No, we were so close. That's unlucky for us. But we do beat Brighton, and also West Ham in our very final matches. So we end the season on the 9th, which is all right for the first season. But we're now at the second season, and we have 650 million to spend, which is a crazy amount. Our team definitely needs some improvements in the attack and midfield if we want that Premier League title. So let's quickly get some new players. First player I've decided to buy is Nicole Barella for the midfield. He will be joining for $125 million. I've also gone with Joshua Kimmich for only $110 million. And then for striker, I've gone with the best and most expensive striker on the whole game, which is obviously Kylian Mbappe. Hopefully he will help us get that title because he cost us a whopping $280 million. We still have $135 million left to spend, but let's wait until we finish the matches of August to see if we can make a little more than that. The first match is against Arsenal, and we start off with a win thanks to Mbappe. He's already paying out. We can only draw with Brighton though, but final match is against Tottenham, and it's yet another draw which is at least still 25 million. So we have 235 million, and I'm splashing that cash all on the Arsenal winger, Bukayo Saka. And our team looks incredible already. Definitely a title contender team. But we still have until January to improve, so let's quickly earn some money for that. First, we're facing West Ham, and we start off with a win, which is always good to see. We also beat Rotherham United, then we only draw with Fulham, but at least we still haven't lost a match yet. And we are back to winning against Brentford. So we've reached October now, and we're currently on 3rd place, only 2 points behind Newcastle, who's in 1st place. So this is definitely possible, because we now beat Southampton, we also destroy Wolves right after, and even Crystal Palace. And our winning streak continues against Newcastle United. I'm loving life right now. Let's see if we can continue this amazing form in November. We only draw with Nottingham Forest, but we're still undefeated. We then beat Manchester United and even barely beat Aston Villa and also Bournemouth. So we finally reached December. Let's see if we can turn this month into a nightmare for all the other teams, starting with Liverpool. And we're off to a good start with a win. We actually lose our first match of the season to Chelsea. That's not good. We do, however, beat Ipswich Town barely, and then also Arsenal. We then lose yet another match, this time to Manchester City. But we do beat Birmingham and also Newcastle United, so we've officially reached January, halfway through the season, and we're on top of the league, which is amazing to see. And on top of that, we still have 800 million to spend on this team. So let's just get to spending. But before that, let's see if we can defeat Brentford first of all. And yes, we can do yet another 50 million for us. And first player I've signed is Donnarumma as our new goalkeeper for 180 million. I've also gone with Lamine Yamal for a whole 300 million. We actually lose to Fulham now, which is shocking. And then we even lose to Liverpool. What's happening to us? But I have now signed Nuno Mendes to complete our full starting 11, and he cost us $210 million, so that's really expensive. We now also lose to Chelsea, which is the 3rd match in a row lost. But I've decided to spend our last 160 million on the PSG defender Pacho. We do get back to winning against Ipswich Town, but then we can only draw with Chelsea. But we end the month on a win, which leaves us with 125 million. So I will be using all that on Martin Odegaard as our final signing. Our final team looks incredible. If this doesn't win the Premier League, then I don't know what will. But there is only one way to find out, so let's simulate till the end and see if we have finally done it. So we've now reached the end of the season. Have we actually managed to finally complete the challenge? And yes, oh my god, I'm so relieved. We should have completed it last episode, but at least it's completed now. Now I can officially claim the best manager title again.